Oh. Enjoy this moment. Soak it in. Soak it in.
There you go.
Soak it in. It's really real.
Are you all right?
Okay, get out, everybody.
According to the most recent rumors, Brat and Judy's romance appears to have taken a drastic turn much earlier than anyone had anticipated. On social media, they shared all of their amazing moments, including that unforgettable proposal that made us all smile. They were once the couple that everyone looked up to. They were Dag's couple goals. Is that right? It feels like a dream coming to an end, and even though it's terrible, it's difficult to turn away now. What began as a lovely journey to parenthood appears to have devolved into a custody battle, based on what we're hearing. That Judy and Brat cannot agree on who should have the final say over baby TR's decisions. Their baby boy is caught in the middle of what appears to be a serious conflict between them, and things are looking messier than ever.
Because you stood me up 3 times, it's because you stood me up 3 times.
But you
had me there, you had me feeling like we were gonna do something, and then you act like you didn't do nothing.
And
if you ain't gonna get off,
and we never.
Because there's plenty of people that's out there that's waiting.
You didn't have to say that.
No, I'm
because
saying
then
that
we both
because
could say
you were dealing with other people. Why is it wrong for me to say I had other people interested in me? You said don't do that.
Oh my God, I don't want to talk about this no more because you're going to stick with what you saying and I'm going to stick to how I'm feeling and it's not going to end well. Then you're going to be mad and there's no reason to be mad because we're here now and we have a baby.
The two were once inseparable, but fans have always seen the signs that they are drifting apart. According to the accusations, Judy has been making decisions about what is true, which has made Brat, who carried their child through pregnancy, feel more excluded. This situation is complicated to varying degrees. Dee went through the pregnancy, which forges a special and challenging bond. To comprehend unless you have personally gone through it, but because Judy supplied the egg, she is the biological mother, and this has led to a terrible tug of war. Consider the emotional toll this has taken on you. Many people are beginning to worry about whether their ideal family will fall apart because of rumors that Brat may be requesting full custody. If that occurs, baby True may become the subject of a bitter legal battle. The alleged conflict over parenting a child born of such love. According to rumors, Judy is taking over everything, including True's clothes and upbringing, and Brat is starting to realize that Judy has experience as a parent because she raised 3 children from a previous relationship. However, other fans believe she may be going too far, and inadvertently excluding Dee. Additionally, fans of Brat are starting to wonder why Judy chose to represent her popular Kaleidoscope hair products. Despite its beauty, some people question whether her partnership with Brat was staged for the cameras. Some opinions indicate that the union was more about establishing the brand than falling in love. Additionally, did Judy choose their relationship for business purposes? These presumptions make some fans feel a little duped. The most ridiculous notion is that Brat and Judy could not even be legally married. In reality, the idyllic wedding could have been a marketing ploy rather than a real union. The fans' uncertainty and anxiety about the idea are adding to the tension. That Judy is getting back in touch with an ex raises questions about whether Brat will now have to face the repercussions alone. A cursory glance at their social media accounts reveals a lot, including the disappearance of the sweet couple pictures and the kind remarks. Fans are taking the silence as a serious warning, as though they are witnessing the facade of a perfect marriage disintegrating in real time. There are no more romantic posts or couple goals posts, simply quiet, and at this moment, silence speaks, louder than words. And fans are growing suspicious because they believe Judy has been using her position as baby TR's mother to further her Kaleidoscope business. They want to know if she prioritizes her business over her family. This criticism has also been leveled at her in the past, and there are rumors that she has done the same with her older Judy is the biological mother. There is a fierce, emotional tug of war because, according to reports, Brat is vying for full custody, which is unfortunate given the potential for a child to become involved in such a conflict. Children may have improved her reputation. Now, let's discuss custody.
Comment. I just feel like the same respect that she gives you, why can't she have that same respect from you?
So let me tell me what I should have said.
I would have no comment.
Oh, that's
I
good.
honestly would have no comment. I feel like
That's you.
I know,
That
but
ain't me.
you just asked me my
And
opinion,
that's
and what
not
would
my
I do?
personality at all. It's not. Because here's the thing. When somebody asks me something,
But then if she responds to these same questions, she wouldn't do
I
that
don't
to
care
you.
what
She wouldn't do that to you,
responds
but she wouldn't do that to you.
Thank you for telling me.
She wouldn't.
And
The real victim of this tragedy is baby True, who may be the one most impacted by everything. Supporters are preparing for what could turn out to be a protracted legal struggle, and nobody knows who will win. Another challenging subject is co-parenting. Judy and True's relationship is said to be suffering significantly as a result of Judy making all of the decisions, from minor ones, like what to wear, for True to major ones, like his upbringing. If you already thought the story of DeBran Judy was strange, hold on tight, because it's only getting started. Because when love and loyalty are overextended, it becomes harder to handle. Divergent parenting styles are a problem for many families, but what if fame, rumors, and business are also involved? It seems reasonable that things are getting shaky. So we find ourselves holding our breath as we approach what seems to be a breaking point. Imagine a reunion with the couple we believed they were with each other. Fans' reactions to this new development are divided. Some believe it could be the end. As the entire world watches them navigate this crazy journey, some believe they will reconcile. Will they be able to get over the chaos? Or are they destined to allow their differences to stand in the way of their relationship? The stakes are really high for both of them, as well as for baby True, so define them. Who is entitled to the love and safety that every child requires while navigating this difficult environment? With Tales of Pal mediating and even holding therapy sessions to help them work through their problems, it seems like there is more drama every day. There is a dispute among supporters, and rumors are spreading like autumn leaves in the wind. Some contend that there is yet hope for reconciliation. Others worry that it's too late, but both women seem to dig in their heels, making on social media the happy times and giggles they used to have look like distant memories. Supporters are gathering around Brat, telling her to defend her rights as a mother. Phrases like, "You've got this, Brat," and "We're with you all the way," are frequently heard. Judy is quickly defended by her admirers, who claim that she is merely attempting to act in baby Tar's best interests. Interests by generating tension that reflects their real issues. Navigating the complexities of shared parenting in the spotlight adds layers of stress that most couples never experience. And the back and forth over the internet exacerbates the couple's already uncomfortable situation. The potential consequences of the custody issue itself follow each party's ambition to establish their place in baby True's life, raising the question of what is truly best for him. To overcome a fear of the unknown that is as prevalent as DeBran Judy considers the consequences of their choices for both themselves and the small life they have built together. And even though everyone is watching them closely, it's getting harder to conceal the rifts in their relationship. The affectionate remarks and light-hearted banter have stopped, replacing the joyful posts that once dominated their accounts. They now contain ambiguous, enigmatic terms that allude to bewilderment and sorrow. Despite their challenges, followers try to decipher whether these are appeals for assistance or just a reflection of their present emotional state. There is optimism, but some people question whether it will act as a wake-up call, reminding them of the love that once drew them together. Another possibility is that the stress could foster growth, with the biggest changes possibly occurring in they might talk to professionals who have dealt with similar situations or take co-parenting workshops at times of crisis when everything seems bleak. Rumors regarding reconciliation strategies are also common. What if they could prioritize the needs of baby TR, set aside their disagreements, and develop excellent communication skills? That would be a lovely addition to their tale. But their story may change from one of acrimonious conflicts to one of more cordial co-parenting. But as they get closer to what could turn into a legal battle, it becomes clear that won't be an easy process. Every choice they make is closely examined, evaluated, and discussed by both fans and critics. There is a lot of pressure to do things correctly, particularly when a child is in danger and didn't request any of this chaos. In the end, The question is still whether they can co-parent with love and respect, or whether the pain of their separation will prevail, overshadow the happiness of being parents. Grab some popcorn because this story is far from done, and we're all eager to see how the Brat turns out. Time is running out, and as they look to the future, it becomes more and more obvious that the decisions they make now will affect not just their own lives, but also the lives of baby TR. Whether Judy's romance succeeds or fails over the next days, will the once perfectly aligned pair come out stronger after learning from the real story is just getting started. So please share your thoughts about this developing drama with me, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. The next chapter is likely to be just as juicy, so you won't want to miss a second of the tea that will undoubtedly flow. Setbacks or the end? Either way, there's no doubt that everyone will be waiting to see what happens next, and when the dust settles, we'll be here to unpack everything. The possibility of co-parenting exists, but it would require both of them to put aside a great deal of hurt and ego, which is not always easy. Perhaps this is the time for them to come to a new understanding. Let's face it, nobody wins in a battle like this. If they can't find a common ground, the baby may grow up surrounded by the consequences. You are familiar with Breton. It appears that Judy's romance has taken a drastic turn for the worse. They were a couple goals, and everyone loved them far, earlier than anyone had anticipated. They shared all of their adorable moments on social media, and that unforgettable proposal had us all cheering. Even if it's terrible, it's difficult to turn away from what seems to be the end of a dream. According to the most recent rumors, they are at odds, and things are getting worse than they were previously, especially with their young child. Participant, just wait. Everything will be disclosed soon if you thought things were complicated. According to what we're hearing, what began as a lovely journey to parenthood has devolved into a custody dispute. That Judy and Brat cannot agree on who should have the final say over the child. True fans have always seen the signs that the once committed couple is drifting apart, and if the rumors are accurate. The scenario is complex to varied degrees because it was Diab, and Judy has been making decisions for True alone, which has caused the dub Brat who carried their child through pregnancy to feel increasingly excluded. There was a particular intimacy during Brat's 4th pregnancy that is difficult to describe without first-hand knowledge. But because Judy supplied the egg, she is the biological mother, and this is causing a terrible tug-of-war. Consider the toll this has adopted your feelings. According to rumors, Diab Brat wants full custody, which has admirers wondering if their ideal family is about to fall apart. If that occurs, the baby could be the focus of a contentious legal battle, which would be awful for a child born out of such love. There is also a power struggle between the parents. Brat is beginning to feel the effects of Judy's control over everything, even Tar's upbringing and wardrobe choices. Judy had raised 3 children from a previous union, some admirers believe. She may be going too far and inadvertently excluding Brat. However, it doesn't end there. As the face of her popular Kaleidoscope hair products, advocates are starting to wonder if Judy has been acting with intentions. Judy has made a huge fortune. Given the publicity surrounding her connection with Brat, several people for the cameras, in hindsight, did Judy choose their relationship primarily for business reasons? These concepts make some fans feel a little duped, and worst of all, there is a furious accusation that Brat and Judy may not even be legally married. In fact, it's likely that the dreamy wedding was more of a theatrical production than a real one. The notion that Judy is getting back in touch with an ex is making fans anxious and confused, which is making them wonder if Brat will now have to deal with the fallout alone. The fans have completely stopped responding to the romantic pictures and kind remarks on their social media pages, are seeing the silence as a serious warning, as though they are witnessing the disintegration of the ideal marital facade in real time. There are no more romantic posts or couple objectives, just silence, and at this moment, that silence says it all, making the issue much more unclear. Some people suspect that Judy has been marketing her Kaleidoscope business using her role as baby TR's mother. They want to know if she prioritizes her business over her family, improve her reputation. She has previously come under fire, and There have been rumors that she may have done the same with her older children. Now, let's talk about custody. Although Brat carried the baby, Judy is actually his biological mother, and as a result, there has been a lot of emotional turmoil. Brat is reportedly requesting full custody, which is tragic when you consider a child caught in the middle of this kind of situation. Dispute. The true tragedy here is that no one can predict who will win, and supporters are preparing for what could turn out to be a protracted legal battle. Who could be the most impacted by everything? Co-parenting is another challenging subject. Judy is said to be making all of the decisions for True, from minor ones like what to wear to major ones about his upbringing, which is negatively impacting their relationship. When you combine business and celebrity rumors with the fact that many couples have conflicting parenting philosophies, it's no surprise that things are becoming rocky.